Go ahead, say it. Happy
Thanksgiving Eve.
From Curt and Jen and our podcast. Yes, happy Thanksgiving Eve. Finally, the day is almost nearly here. Are you more excited?
The day is almost nearly.
Are you more excited about Thanksgiving or Black Friday?
Well, the Black Friday deals have been happening pretty much all month.
It's true.
I don't know that there's any... What stores are actually just doing Black Friday and haven't extended their deals through, earlier?
I do not know, but I'm wondering if they still do, because they used to have the early bird specials as well, you know, between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m.
I don't think they're doing that anymore. I don't think people are having it. I don't know. Maybe. If you know of some, please tell us, because I'm all about the good deals.
Good deals. We love it. All right. So today...
It's full show.
Full. And it is the last show we'll be talking about Thanksgiving stuff. Trust me.
No, that is not true. We'll probably talk about Thanksgiving on Friday.
We should have discussed this before the show, right?
Yes. Okay, let's go.
We may retroactively talk about Thanksgiving stuff. Also, what kind of holiday shopper are you?
A good one.
You are. New advice from doctors that you're either going to like or you're going to think it's gross. We're going to share that with you as well.
Okay. Allergy-free cats may be a thing.
Yeah.
And you share where your best thinking place is.
Where you get your best ideas, where you go, I need some alone time.
Yep.
And you guys... You shared some great ones. We'll get to that. Here we go.
But you're going to start with power restoration.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this gets sort of shuffled under the carpet after a couple of days. And we had that big bomb cyclone. It was exactly a week ago, right?
Yeah.
It was on... No, the first...
right? No.
The first one was on Tuesday because we... Yeah.
No, yeah, it was not. It was a week ago.
Tuesday night, yeah. Some people are still without power, so we wanted to share that keep in mind some of your neighbors are still struggling with that. I believe we're looking mostly at the east side, like Issaquah and some areas over there.
That are still don't have power?
About 1,500 PSE customers. That's
a long-ass time without power.
Mm-hmm. Now, PSE is working, and I believe this round-the-clock, nonstop, trying to restore electricity by the end of, they're saying... Tuesday. So
Thank
still
you,
a few
PSE.
days. Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Apparently the damage was extensive. We knew that. To both transmission and distribution lines, which has delayed restoration timelines. Now, this is kind of a neat thing. PSE cannot reimburse customers for spoiled food. However, those who have been without power for over 120 hours may qualify for a $50 credit. Now, that's a difficult way to get a $50 credit.
How many days is that? That's like...
Well, 120 hours would be...
5 days?
5 days, yeah. So...
Dang, that's
look into that.
Time.
I mean, it's hardly worth 5 days of no power, but it's $50, right? Go for it.
All right, Thanksgiving nonsense. I like this a lot. It's just a lot of random things.
It's kind of a wrap up on Thanksgiving. So, how about some more fun facts and just ideas and things Thanksgiving Eve?
And a reality check, because we've been saying, the press has been saying, you can get a Thanksgiving dinner for only $58, like $5.80 a person or something like that, which you can do.
Yes, and you and I were both kind of, I'm not sure. And
you can do it, you just...
My wife Dana was
don't.
No way, absolutely not, and she was like I mentioned yesterday. I'm going to go.
Did she?
Freddy's, and I'm going to buy. No, she did not. However,
you can do it.
She doesn't have to because a poll. First you've got the American Farm Bureau saying, Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people should only cost $58. However, a poll found the average host is spending more like $170,
and that still might be low. Another poll found that if you factor in food, drinks, and decor. $361.
That seems a little more realistic.
Yeah.
So there you go. Also, 4 in 10 of us will lean on restaurants for Thanksgiving this year. That includes the Cruz household because we love, this is going to sound like a plug, and it is. We love love the Sean O'Donnell's. They make everything. The turkey and the gravy and the potatoes and everything. I think it even includes
So you're going out, but you're bringing takeout.
We are going today to pick it up, and then you just heat it up.
Yeah.
And it is phenomenal. It's a good deal.
Heat and eat meal.
That's right. Take and bake, if you will. So, but about 4 in 10 of us are going to somehow lean on restaurants or whatnot, but only 5% said they're actually going to a restaurant. If you remember the final scene, one of the final scenes in A Christmas Story, where they go to the Chinese restaurant, chop off the head of the duck or the turkey, whatever it is. Remember?
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't.
All right. That's all I have on that. Go ahead.
Okay, because that was a long one.
Okay.
Around 1 in 5 people plan to attend Friendsgiving this year. So I went to Friendsgiving, but I think what they mean is instead of going with your family on Thanksgiving, you're going to spend it with friends instead.
This next one you'll like. Helping out in the kitchen might help you get lucky. A poll found 3/4 of us find people more attractive if they can cook.
I tell Pat all the time, like anytime he's doing Well, anything. I'm like, you're so hot, Pat.
You stir
You're so awesome and amazing, and I love you so much.
Stir the stew again. That is so hot. I like how
stir the stew.
Yeah, all right. Only 6% of Americans say they'll almost definitely argue about politics. I'm glad that that's a low number.
Well, 11% said it's somewhat likely. Still low, so that's good.
Keep the politics out of it.
White or dark meat? 54% of us prefer white meat to the 31% who said dark, and 15% said both equally.
I wonder if there's
I like dark meat for sure.
Okay, and I would prefer the white meat. I don't know if one's more flavorful or a different somewhat flavor. Maybe,
there's more fat in the dark.
And I think it's a little more gamey, too. I mean, it's not
I don't think
super gamey, but how much gravy do you use?
A lake. That's how much I use.
That's not one of the options here, but 15% say they don't use any gravy. Those people are crazy. 17% drown our food in it.
And everyone else is somewhere in the middle.
All right. What about drinking?
The average man will drink 3.1 alcoholic drinks on Thanksgiving, and women will have a little less than 2.4. That's a lot of wasted alcohol. 0.6 of the drink is going down the drain then.
Oh, I see.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wonder how much 0.1 of a drink is, or 0.4. All right. How about this from the New York Post? This is a final on this little subject here. The list of top Thanksgiving foods that will give us gas.
They include...
If you want to avoid the gas.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised about.
Mac and
Brussels
cheese.
sprouts.
Yes.
Broccoli casserole and candied yams.
Those are the gas givers.
Yep.
So if you don't want to be holding it in all Thanksgiving and grabbing your stomach. All right. I got to hang out with Santa yesterday.
I know. I want to know how and what and all the things.
This will be the Santa. Santa is currently in Everett. This is for EverettSantaPhotos.com. They have a little setup there right by Hobby Lobby, kind of on the opposite side of the Outback. Exactly. I was trying to say Olive Garden. Outback. On Evergreen Way. And they wanted to have some pipe and drape, which I can, loan out.
From Curt Cruz's Sound and Light Company. Is that right?
Soundandsight.com.
Sound and Sight. Sorry, Sound and Sight.
That's all right. And they wanted to, so that when you're walking by, out, they don't want you to be able to see Santa in there, right? So we put up some, room dividers and blockers and stuff like that. So I got to hang with Santa, who I've never seen out of his regular Santa outfit. Usually he's wearing the reds and whatnot. Yeah. Santa was being kind of casual. Wasn't quite a Hawaiian shirt.
So you didn't get your picture taken with Santa?
No, I was working, man. I was working.
Are they inside a place? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it just an empty space?
No, it looks like it's dressed up and decorated, and you can even bring your dogs for photos, by the way.
Okay, that's nice.
Again, 10121 Evergreen Way, Suite 5. That is the Everett Santa. It's right next to Hobby Lobby. If you want to get your pictures taken, there you go.
Yesterday, I gained a whole new appreciation for, I'm just going to say, blue-collar workers.
Okay.
I was on my hands and knees for 3 hours, so don't get your mind out of the gutter.
You're the one who goes there. I
do not.
You always do. Wink,
my
wink.
body hurts so much. I was spreading. Pat and I are doing a remodel, and I was spreading this Red Guard on the floor to help prevent water leaks.
Right.
And all I'm saying is it's hard work. And if it weren't for the people that do that kind of work, we would not have the houses that we're in, right? Yes. So just don't be ever rude to them.
Or
treat
anybody.
them kind. Well,
those people in particular.
Seriously,
it's hard work.
The work that they do. Ugh, I don't want any part of it. Anyway, so there's that, and then I love days that are unexpected because we needed to drop by and get a tool back from someone that had borrowed it. It happened to be the Lances, Debbie and Kevin, our friends Debbie and Kevin that own the winery.
Sellers, right?
And they said, "Well, why don't you just stay for dinner?" It ended up being so delightful, and we watched Joe Coy's Live in Brooklyn special.
The comedian, right?
Laughter is great medicine, people. I feel like at the end of our shows, we need to add "and laugh."
And laugh is one of your things.
Yeah.
Was it a great medicine enough to overcome the pain that you feel today?
No.
You didn't laugh enough, I guess. All right.
I laughed a lot. It was funny.
What kind of holiday shopper are you? There apparently are 4 categories of holiday shopper we'll get to in just a second. Since Black Friday is just 2 days away, you've been waiting to do your holiday shopping, as you mentioned, Jen, and I think we all know a lot of people do that stuff online in advance now. However, there is still Black Friday to contend with. So a poll asked people what type of holiday shopper you are. The choices: you are either a bargain hunter, an early bird, a last minute-er, or year-round holiday shopper.
A year-rounder.
A year-rounder, all right.
I'm all for. Can you be all for?
I don't know.
Like, I'll pick up if I see a really great gift and it's March, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to pick that up and try not to forget that I purchased it.
That's true.
For the holidays.
And when we were visiting Hawaii, it's like, you know what? This would be a great holiday gift. So we got a few things there that you can't get anywhere else. However, in general, I'm probably a last minuter. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, I'm probably a bargainer.
So, bargain hunter, as far as what kind of holiday shopper are you, snagged the top spot. 40% of people said they're bargain hunters. You prioritize deals and promos like Black Friday.
Yes, that's true. I'm that.
All right. That was 40%. A fourth said that they are early birds. They define that as people that finish their shopping at least 1 month in advance.
Those people really give me pain.
I thought that was you. You said you're everything.
No, I don't get my shopping done. How can I be a holiday bargain shopper and have my stuff done a year or a month in advance?
I can't rewind this mid-show, but you just said, can we be all for?
I know, but I guess I'm not.
Okay.
I shop early sometimes.
Okay.
But I'm not done early.
2 in 10 are last-minute shoppers, people who buy most of their gifts the last few days, which is, you put it off for a while, which I suppose is good because it gives you more time leading up to the holidays to not do anything. However, when you're a last-minuter, you don't get as many options for your gifts.
Yeah,
because
you're
some things
kind
are
of
gone.
under pressure.
And 16% are year-round gatherers, people who spread it out and buy presents throughout the year.
I have a hard time waiting to give people their gift if I bought something early.
Thank you for the doormat, by the way.
You're welcome.
I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but Jen's outside. The door didn't work for some reason. She tried the door handle, thought the door was locked coming here in the morning. And I opened the door and she's like, here, I got you this doormat.
Yeah, it was a holiday one to
It's
match
very
your
nice,
porch
yes.
decor.
We like it very, very much.
I'm glad. Oh my gosh, Curt Cruz.
You do it.
Good news.
Yeah.
Doctors say that it's okay to pee in the shower.
Yay.
What is this about?
Well, like we were waiting for an okay.
We've done this before. We've done this poll when we've been on the radio.
poll
Like,
was,
do you pee in the shower or not?
Yeah. All right. So this is from CNN. They talked to urologists, and they said there's really no reason not to pee in the shower. There's no downside, they say, and it's just convenient.
Yeah.
Okay. So the articles that you've seen say peeing in the shower isn't a great idea for women. I didn't hear this.
I didn't either. Why?
The claim is, as far as women go, peeing in the shower doesn't let your pelvic floor muscles relax, so you end up straining and can weaken those muscles over time. I guess if you're peeing in the shower 4 or 5 times a day.
Why can't you relax your pelvic muscles? I can relax them.
Okay. Well, then you're not those women.
I don't force it.
I'd never heard of
just
that.
Just keep doing your Kegels.
But now we just said that, and a urologist in New York said that's not really true or doesn't have to be. Just relax.
So we didn't read in advance.
And let it flow. Let it naturally happen. As long as you don't strain, you're fine. And it won't damage your pipes. I guess some people are concerned about that. And since showers wash it away so fast, it won't hurt your skin either.
I mean, just don't poop in the shower. That's a different thing. Only peeing's okay. Okay, that's all. Next.
I think we're at that one.
Okay.
I should have known. All right. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
It's tomorrow.
Go for it.
Okay, so this year marks the 100th anniversary of the parade. The first one in 1924 happened when store employees marched to Macy's Herald Square dressed in vibrant costumes. There were floats and professional bands and live animals and all the things, but it was originally Christmas themed, and it was only meant to celebrate the expansion of the Macy's store. Like, I thought the Macy's Manhattan flagship store. So I thought that was interesting. I did not know that.
Right. I assumed it was, I know, all Macy's is.
It attracted a crowd of 250,000 people, and they didn't even publicize it. There were just the employees walking down the street celebrating.
I guess that's what you did 100 years ago. Like, hey, there's a parade. Let's go check it out.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard, it was just now this morning that I read, it's the 100th anniversary of the parade. Like, why aren't they making a bigger deal of this?
There's a little caveat there about the 100th anniversary.
Why?
Well, it's apparently the parade was canceled. Not apparently, it was. Macy's canceled the parade during World War II from 1942 to 1944 because there were rubber and helium shortages. There you go. You need rubber and helium.
There is still helium shortages,
right.
Actually. Anyway, that's why they're not hyping up the big 100th anniversary this year. I think they're waiting for the 100th parade.
Which I guess will be in 2 years.
2 years,
Right,
yeah.
to make up for those 2 years. So now, the nuts and bolts of it, the parade which is the second largest consumer of helium. Macy's parade is.
Macy's is next to the U.S. government.
Is going to be on King 5.
Okay.
Starting, that's local here, King 5, NBC, at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Guess who's going to be there? Well, you know.
So many people. Mm-hmm. This is just a small, seriously, a small little list.
A smidgen of who's going to be at the Macy's parade.
Dan and Shay, Jimmy Fallon, Walker Hayes, Joey McIntyre from...
New Kids on the Block, okay. Idina Menzel, T-Pain.
Yes.
Rachel Platten, and the classics. This is a classic. The Temptations will be there, too.
And then Jennifer Hudson and Kylie Minogue. I mean, there's so many more. Kurt and I just had to handpick a few.
Yeah, so they're worth a watch more than likely.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy Hoda Kotb and Savannah Guthrie.
Yes. The people hosting
Al
it.
Roker, I think, right?
Like emceeing it, if you will.
If you're allergic to cats, this might be good news. I am allergic to cats, and I don't really care about this news.
But there are a lot of cat lovers out there, so we bring you this. There's cat lovers who are also allergic to them and then can't have them, but maybe you can.
Yes, this is this was so full of sciencey stuff that I tried to pare it down to just the basics.
Just tell me what we need to know.
Genetic breakthrough may pave the way to creating allergy-free cats. All right, for the millions of people who adore cats but plagued by allergies that can't have them, this might be good news. Researchers are on the verge of engineering the holy grail of pet ownership, the truly hypoallergenic cat. Now, it says here that 15% of the population struggles with cat allergies, which, sometimes it's sneezing and sometimes the water has. To me, I get it asthmatic. It's no good. So by delving into the intricate world of genetic engineering, a team of scientists have uncovered a potential solution. Here's where it gets funky. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sure.
I was just thinking about cats.
Water. All right. So this gene editing revolution, they're calling it, described as a molecular scissors that can precisely cut and modify DNA. They're going to be able to use that to make these cats that are hypoallergenic.
Great. Perfect.
They're optimistic
That's
that soon we could see that the breakthrough could not only transfer the lives of millions of allergy sufferers, but also, this is important, reduce the number of cats relinquished to shelters due to allergen concerns.
Thank goodness.
We don't need
good news.
more in our shelters of anybody. So good job.
Tell me this, Kurt. King County Metro buses may help find traffic violators?
Yeah.
Are they being police?
Not exactly. They have some of the buses. Not going to say which ones.
I'm reading this as your tell us. Just go.
It's a pilot project here for King County Metro. They're putting cameras on some of the buses to catch drivers who park or travel in lanes designated specifically for the buses, right? And we know who you are. It launched earlier this month, this pilot project to get more accurate count of bus lane and bus stop violations.
Wow.
And these cameras will help assess how often private vehicles illegally use bus lanes. What happens is the camera takes like a 10-second video clip after identifying a violation and noting the location.
But no warnings or tickets will be issued during the 60-day pilot project.
Right.
They're just seeing if they can make it work.
Exactly. Now, I guess L.A., New York City, Washington, D.C. already have bus lane enforcement programs in place. The other thing is that it's not so much, I think, well, this is illegal, obviously, to drive in that lane. But a lot of people are haphazardly doing it, cutting off the buses and rushing to get in front of them. And so it's actually dangerous as well.
Well, there's that, but also there's those bus lanes that become, okay, if you're not a bus, you can use this lane now to turn.
Yeah.
And I think some people use that early, and so you're going to get a ticket for that.
10 and 3 on weekdays.
This program will work. It'll help make more money for the city.
Right.
So,
but you're not going to get pulled over by a bus. Don't worry about that.
Senselessly, but that's a whole nother thing. Keep going.
Excuse me? Was that a little... Jen Pirak?
Yes, it was.
All right. Dog names, baby names.
Dog names are baby names.
Well, and there's going to be a discussion of this when we're done reading the information, because I'm not sure if these are actually dog names. But the deal is, a growing number of parents are choosing to give their children dog names. And this is according to baby name consultant Colleen Slagan. She says there's nothing wrong with it. Dog names are in, okay? Like, that's a compliment now. So I know people trying to find unusual names for their kids sometimes. Speaking to her 70,000 followers, Colleen says she's seen a huge change in parents calling their newborns typical pet names or like a dog name. And she actually says that people sometimes will say, like, insultingly say, hey, that name that you just said was popular, that's a dog name. I'm not going to name my baby
Who says that? Okay, so they're divided into 4 categories?
Yeah, the first, cutesy nicknames such as Charlie, Daisy, Sophie, Ruby, Sadie, and Archie. Now,
then there's also the popularity of short and sweet names, including Leo, Max, Chloe, and Luna. But then there's true dog names like Bear, Banjo, and Blue.
those are dog names for sure. Then she also goes through some of the cool or edgier dog names such as Cooper, Maverick, Duke, and Teddy. Now, the first two, Sophie, Charlie, Sadie.
We got them.
Those are not dog names as far as I'm concerned. I know some Sophies.
Yes, they can be dog names, but they're perfectly acceptable human names. And any name that you name your human, fine.
Right. Well, Leo, that's,
Yeah. Well, and also the edgy cool names like Cooper, Maverick, Duke, and Teddy, those are all names.
Right. Well, apparently, this is actually legit because if you take a look at the Blue Cross's list of most popular dog names, they are also, a lot of them, popular baby names. It says Poppy, Luna, Bella, and Daisy also appeared in the top 100 baby names for 2024.
I believe it.
But what about Rover, Fido?
You would, I don't know. I don't want to be judgy.
You do too want to be judgy.
I'm going to try not to be. What is this about? Pepsi is releasing a limited edition holiday soda?
I was hesitant to talk about this because,
Why?
well, you'll see. I'll give you the information first.
Okay.
Pepsi Cola. They're going to have a limited edition holiday soda out just for a limited time, as the name says.
Yes, got it.
It's going to be Pepsi Zero Sugar Gingerbread Mini Cans, the first new all-holiday-themed flavor in years. According to Pepsi, this new seasonal flavor blends the classic refreshing sweet and the citrus pop and fizz of Pepsi with the festive blend of brown sugar, cinnamon, ginger, and molasses.
Ooh, I don't know if I can get on board with this. I'm being judgy on this for sure.
Well, there's more reason to do that when it's coming up here. The early taste, this is from allrecipes.com. They got to sample it, and they said Pepsi Zero Sugar Gingerbread is almost chocolatey in flavor.
Chocolate soda.
Are you ready for the catches?
Yeah.
There are only two ways soda fans can get their hands on a single can of Pepsi Zero Sugar Gingerbread.
How?
You can get a single 7-ounce can. You can't just go to the grocery and buy a 6-pack.
I gotcha. What is it?
You can either head to Pepsi's official TikTok shop.
Okay.
There you can only score a free Pepsi. This is a lot of words. You want to score a free Pepsi Zero Sugar Gingerbread mini can by purchasing 2 10-packs of Pepsi mini cans in any of the following flavors: original, zero sugar, wild cherry, diet, and real sugar. So you got to buy 2.
So you have to
10-packs.
It's a gift with purchase, if you will.
That's the first way that you can get, and that'll only yield you one 7.5-ounce can of the new stuff. Alternatively, if you're feeling lucky, you can visit Pepsi's official site and enter for a chance to score Pepsi Zero Sugar Gingerbread mini cans now through December 11th.
Wow.
Seems like a lot of work to try this out.
Yeah, and can I just mention, I told you this when I came in because I was kind of mad. A couple, I don't know, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about Barilla pasta, making those special snowflake pasta shapes.
Right.
And the only way you could get them was on Walmart.com.
Yes.
Well, I've been visiting Walmart.com on a semi-regular basis trying to find those freaking pasta noodles. And I finally found them, except for they were sold out. Completely sold out. There is none. 0 left.
And you think that they're not going to be replenished?
I don't think, because they were, yes. Ugh. Let's move on.
Pick a button.
I'm so frustrated.
All right.
What's your best thinking place?
This
I
was
like
fun.
this. Yeah.
Mine was lame. Well, I don't want to say lame because it's up to their special thinking place, because I think both of us said, I get my best ideas in the shower.
And the car.
And in the car. Driving, in the shower. Your thinking place or where you get your best ideas.
And then the beach, too. Like, if it's real deep thinking that I need to do, the beach.
You sit there and go,
No, I just,
A lot of people answered. We appreciate that. And there were a few but let's start off with the people that did say the shower. That was Kim, Andrea, and Jennifer.
Jennifer said she comes up with her very best ideas in the shower.
Yeah, my thinking place is the shower. However, we had Marilyn who said the beach.
Yep. Steve said enjoying my morning Kona coffee. He's bragging here on my front lanai in my house in Hawaii. They call porches lanais in Hawaii. Thank you, Steve.
Steve, longtime listener of our show when he was still here in Seattle.
Yeah.
Now, hello, Steve, by the way. Enjoy retirement in Hawaii.
Jackie said outside walking or running really clears her mind.
Sure.
Laura says riding the bus to and from work.
I would think that'd be difficult because you got a lot of people around you, but if you can zone out.
Yeah.
Jan says walking in the early morning. A lot of people like to get out in the
one.
fresh air and walk, right? How about Becky? I think a lot when I swim.
I would only be thinking about how I'm going to make it to the end of that pool. That's what I would be thinking about.
Not a strong swimmer?
I mean, I can swim just fine. It's just I'm kind of out of shape. So
Sheetal says always by the water. Good one, because the water has a calming effect or something.
Yes, for sure. Bill, okay, so we had to look this up because Bill had said, and we thought it was maybe a typo or something.
There's a famous park in the Queen Anne neighborhood of Seattle called Cary Park, and it's got anytime you anywhere in the country when you see like the local, say the news is here for some reason, the national
that's
news.
the shot.
It's an amazing shot of downtown Seattle from Cary
filled
Park.
with tourists.
Right, but Bill knows of another park called By Cracky Park, also on Queen Anne, maybe 6 blocks away from Cary Park.
It's
and
beautiful.
An amazing view as well.
Thank you for letting us know about that, Bill.
Appreciate that. Corey also said that she gets her best ideas and thinking done in the shower, but then I forget the stuff when I get out.
Agreed. Corey, yes, I totally do that. I'm like, I feel like I need like waterproof something so I can write my thoughts down.
She's suggesting waterproof Post-it notes.
Okay, I'm on board because I do.
Did you
It
ever
like goes out of my mind
when I was first in radio, but pretty much the entire time, you keep a notepad. Even when we got to the digital age, a notepad next to the bed because you wake up, go, this is a great idea. You got to write it down because in the morning it's going to be gone.
Especially at our age,
All right.
You don't remember that stuff.
Flannery is very specific about her best thinking place. The seawall at the end of a street near my hometown neighborhood. It overlooks Sarasota Bay. So I'm assuming this is Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah.
Has the very best sunset views. My sister and I nicknamed it the perfect spot as kids.
I
there
love
you go.
that. And then Leslie said, running in Hawaii at sunrise.
Maybe you could have your special spot be in Hawaii, and you only get there once a year, twice a year, once every couple of years, but that's the place where
your
you do your thinking spot.
I like
Feel free to chime in. Still taking your suggestions. Your thinking spot.
Facebook, Curt and Jen in the morning. Please follow us there. Then you'll make sure you get the question of the day all the time.
Oh, yeah. We've got one coming up here, which has to do with Thanksgiving.
Okay. I loved this one. And Curt was like, this is a long one. I'm like, I think it's good.
In defense of the show, between the two of us, we each have to keep the other person sort of on point
check.
Sometimes because of our squirreling. Squirrel!
Okay.
But this is a long one. That's okay. It's good information to have. Go ahead.
Old-fashioned relationship habits that we should bring back before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Really, we should have these all the time. Love is great when spoken, but greatest when shown. Do little things daily to show your loved ones you care. So these are some ideas on things that you should consider practicing, or you might want to consider practicing every day.
They're calling old-fashioned relationship habits. We should either bring back or just be aware of.
They're not. I mean, they're old-fashioned, yeah, but there should be everyday things,
right?
Spend quality time together with no major agenda or technology. Put down the smartphone, close the laptop, enjoy each other's company face to face, the old-fashioned way.
How about be fully present when you're in the presence of others? That's another one that's hard to do. Your friends and family. They're very important. They're so too beautiful to ignore. So give them the gift of you this holiday, your time, undivided attention, and kindness.
I love these. Express your sincere appreciation for loved ones every chance you get.
That's a big one, too.
I think that we forget to express verbally when we appreciate someone. I try to do it. I try to do it a lot.
And the unfortunate thing about that is sometimes you don't get any more chances.
Right.
Something happens.
That's
you're
exactly
like, I
right.
should have, could have, would have. Work together and help each other grow, right? Because they say there's no soulmate or best friend out there that will solve all your problems. What you need to do is find the people that out there that are worth fighting for, not because they're perfect, but because they're imperfect and all the ways that are right for you.
I love that. I hope that you hear these words. You complement each other's flaws in ways that allow your souls to unite and operate more efficiently as one.
Yeah.
You'll know you meet one of these people when through them you meet your very best self. I love that line right there.
That's your
like
thing.
like with Pat, I feel like I'm my very best self. He brings out better in me.
That's good because
I'm
I
better,
clearly
my
do
world's
not.
better.
I bring out the smart assery in you.
All right. Focus on inner beauty. Here's the bottom line. Your looks are going to change and go, but your inner beauty will hopefully just continue to flourish. So make sure you focus on that.
Things like tell the truth, self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Apologize when you know you should. That's tough for some people.
And make it sincere. That's the thing. You can't use an excuse with it.
Right. I'm sorry, but.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't work. And here's another one. Work out your relationship issues with each other, not with others. It's tempting sometimes to go on social media like, meh, 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 meh.
Younger kids do that a lot.
Yeah. So that's not the best idea.
It's from the outside looking in. You think that you know everything, and you don't. There's so many nuances that go with it. So you need to work it out together because people don't know all the things.
Here's one of Jen's favorites.
Be a force of positivity and encouragement. Elevate your inner game. Our way of thinking creates good or bad outcomes. It makes a big difference in your life and the lives around you when you stay focused on the positive. So being positive doesn't mean ignoring the negative. Being positive means overcoming the negative, and there's a big difference between those two things.
Over-deliver on your promises is another one. Be committed. Don't just say it. Show it. Don't just promise it. Prove it. If you over-deliver on all your promises, that's a very good idea.
There was a quote in this when I was reading this, and I didn't know that Anne Frank said this.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever becomes poor by giving. No one has ever become poor by giving is the exact quote. Yeah.
That's a great quote, too.
So whenever you can, go out of the way and do something nice and unexpected for people in your life. That's kind of like the spread kindness thing that we always preach each show.
Have you got one more?
I do.
All right.
Be loyal. Stand by those who care about I can't even read. Stand by those you care about in the darkest moments. This is so good. Not because you want to stand in the dark, but because you don't want them to be in the dark either. On the flip side, stand by the same people on their sunniest days, not because you want to scorch your skin, but because you are not afraid to let them shine bright. Oh, I love that.
I know.
I love that so much.
Every one of these.
I love it so much.
Every one of these is good.
That be loyal part about standing in the darkness with someone because you don't want them to be there alone or don't want them to be there at all. So you're going to stand there with them to help get them out. And on the sunniest days, because you're not afraid to let them shine bright. So good.
And if I may jump in here, when I read the stories, and this happens every now and again, and this is the most heartwarming thing, and often it's sometimes a sad thing, but when you read about a dog who stood by their owner after, or like there's a famous photo of a dog sitting beside a Marine's casket, just sitting there knowing, I'm not going to cry. No, I'm not crying. You're crying. So there you go. Be loyal. All right. Now we do have a question of the day. We're not going to be doing a podcast tomorrow because we're going to be enjoying Thanksgiving like you.
Yes.
And just for the record, I tried to say to Jen, let's not do it on Friday either. And she's like, no, we're doing it. Okay.
Okay, here's the question of the day.
You're true to the podcast, right?
Yes.
I'm just being lazy.
We just want to be part of your daily routine. A poll found the top things we're thankful for this year are the typical things, right? Family, health, life in general, job and finances, our faith or religion, and having our basic needs met, and of course, our friends.
So, and this is what makes this a little tricky with this question.
Yes.
What are you most thankful for outside of the stuff we just mentioned?
Outside of the normal stuff, right? Outside of the friends and family and my health and life in general. What's the little things that kind of goes back to what we were talking about? What's something that you really appreciate and are thankful for? Maybe it's in another person or...
Jen is super thankful for her water cup. Look at how cute that is.
I mean, I do love that so much. It makes me very happy.
You know, we got to put a picture of this up now. This is going to be...
It's an old Starbucks cup.
Make a face here. This will be our... Okay, that's going to be the picture.
Okay, so what are you most thankful for? It just seems like the right thing to do since we're going into the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yes, and we want to thank you so much, not only for sticking with us and viewing all the days and listening all the days this year, but also we're very thankful for you. That's true. What?
That's true.
I was being sincere.
Cub Scout honor. That's true.
Everybody witnessed me getting laughed at being sincere, right? No more sincerity.
Okay, no, that is good.
That's true. That was kind of fun.
Thank you for sharing your life with us. We do so much appreciate that.
There you go.
All right, I'm adding to this, Curt.
Go ahead.
Make good choices.
Yes.
Find joy.
Right.
Spread kindness and laugh. Laugh. And you know what? Go out and make some great memories this Thanksgiving.
That's a lot.
Yeah, have a good one.